At 3 a.m., my cabin door shattered under a crowbar's swing. Police. Search warrant. The shouts tore through the quiet, meant to paralyze with fear. Most would have panicked, fumbling in the dark. Me? I watched from my hidden vantage point, a grim smile on my face. For months, the HOA president, Evelyn Harper, had turned my retirement into a nightmare: petty fines, veiled threats, relentless harassment. But sending fake cops to break into my home? That was her fatal error. While she plotted her intimidation game, I'd been crafting a counterstrike 20 years in the making. She was about to learn the cost of underestimating a veteran. After 30 years in the military and law enforcement, I thought I'd earned some peace. That's what ran through my mind when I rolled up to my new cabin in Pine Hollow, a serene retirement community 2 hours north of the city. The lake gleamed under morning mist, pines stood tall, and the silence felt like a hard-won reward. I was unpacking my truck when a neighbor, Clara Thompson, approached with a tray of cookies and a warm grin. "Welcome, Tom," she said. "This place is paradise." I thanked her, thinking retirement might just work out. That illusion lasted 3 days. The mandatory HOA meeting was a rude awakening. I'd sat through countless military briefings, but nothing prepared me for the bureaucratic ambush ahead. 30 retirees filled the community center, all seeking quiet lives. Evelyn Harper marched to the front, exuding an authority that set my teeth on edge. She had the look of someone who thrived on control. "Good evening. I'm Evelyn Harper, your HOA president," she declared, her voice sharp with self-assurance. Her name hit me like a bullet. Harper, not Grayson, but I'd never forget that face. Evelyn Grayson, HR manager from a defense contractor fraud case 15 years ago, where defective body armor killed 12 soldiers. My investigation had brought her world crashing down. Our eyes met, her coffee mug trembling slightly. She knew me too. We played it cool, but the tension was a live wire. The meeting droned on about grass lengths and mailbox rules, but my mind was racing, piecing together how Evelyn had ended up ruling my retirement haven. Next morning, a violation notice was taped to my door. Flagpole exceeds height limit by 4 inches. Fine, $500. Compliance due in 24 hours. I chuckled. My flag was regulation perfect. This wasn't an error, it was a challenge. Evelyn was signaling she knew who I was and was ready to make my life hell. I called my old Army buddy, Dave Carter, for a background check. "Tom, this is bad," he said. "Evelyn Harper, formerly Grayson, moved to Pine Hollow 6 months before your retirement announcement. She's been stalking you." The truth hit hard. This was no coincidence. Evelyn had planned this for 15 years, positioning herself to strike when I arrived. The violations kept coming. Car parked an inch off the curb, grass too tall, my morning jog a disturbance. Each was more ridiculous than the last, but I recognized her tactic: psychological warfare. She didn't know I'd faced real enemies, not just bureaucrats with grudges. Confronting her would have been a mistake. She'd deny everything and get craftier. So I played her game, paying fines and tweaking my property while installing security cameras. To neighbors, it was home security. To me, it was a war room. Every notice, every drive-by from Evelyn, every interaction was recorded. She thought she was the hunter, but I was tracking her, waiting for her to slip. Evelyn didn't stop at fines. She turned the community against me, whispering lies about my military past. Neighbors stopped waving. Clara avoided me at the mailbox. At a community picnic, I overheard her fake concern. "I'm not saying Colonel Mitchell is dangerous, but military men with PTSD can be unpredictable." She flashed photos of my workouts, taken from God knows where, framing me as a threat. Neighbors ate it up. I wanted to confront her, but Clara stepped up, eyes fierce. "Tom, I saw Evelyn threaten the mailman over her special delivery rules. She's controlling our mail, lying about you. I've dealt with bullies before. How can I help?" Evelyn's first mistake. Her campaign to isolate me exposed her to others. That night, my cameras caught Evelyn on her phone in her backyard. "Jake would be 25 today," she said, voice breaking. "I can't mourn him while Mitchell lives in peace. He ruined my life with that investigation. I lost my job, started drinking, wasn't there to pick Jake up. That drunk driver took him because of Mitchell. She blamed me for her son's death, a tragedy she tied to my work. For a moment, I felt her grief a mother's loss could break anyone. But then I remembered the 12 soldiers Sergeants Brown, Lee, Patel, and 9 others killed by defective armor Evelyn helped cover up. Her pain didn't justify her vendetta. Her attacks intensified. My internet and cable were cut in maintenance errors, targeting only my house. Mail vanished or went astray. The HOA truck blocked my driveway during errands. Dave called with worse. She's hired Jack Ramsey, an ex-cop fired for brutality. He's scoping your routines. This is criminal now. Evelyn was crossing a line, and I was ready. My cabin became a fortress. Cameras, sensors, reinforced doors, non-lethal traps. Dave advised on legal limits, ensuring every move was defensive. I wasn't after revenge, just justice, airtight for a prosecutor. My surveillance caught Evelyn's call to Jack. I don't care the cost, she snapped. Wear police uniforms, fake a warrant. Terrify him. If he resists, accidents happen to unstable veterans. The recording was damning conspiracy and impersonation charges in the bag. Jack was no genius, just a broke ex-cop with a temper, perfect for sloppy mistakes. Clara rallied neighbors, exposing Evelyn's threats and shady HOA spending. The community was waking up. I spent 3 weeks preparing. Week 1, security upgrades. Week 2, fallback positions and traps. Week 3, psychological warfare tools to break an intruder. My cabin was a tactical masterpiece. Dave's prosecutor contact confirmed. They're hitting tonight, 3 a.m. Jack's boasting about teaching a soldier a lesson. Evelyn offered $10,000 to make me disappear. At 2:47 a.m., my sensors pinged. Jack Ramsey, in a cheap fake police uniform, crept through the pines, crowbar in hand. Game on. At 3 a.m., my door crashed open. Police. Search warrant. Jack yelled, voice wavering. The cabin was dark, silent. He swept his flashlight, expecting fear. Instead, my speakers blared. Good evening, Officer Ramsey. Badge number 5281, fired for excessive force. Your uniform's fake, your badge plastic, your warrant non-existent. You're on camera committing felonies. Surrender now, or we proceed. Jack froze, panicking, searching for the voice. He stepped on my trigger, and a military net dropped, tangling him. Floodlights flared, strobes pulsed, sirens wailed. My voice continued, struggle, and it tightens. Want to talk about your employer? Jack sobbed. She said you were a scared old man. I emerged in tactical gear, phone recording. Everything's documented, Jack. My lawyer and prosecutor are ready. What's next? He spilled. Evelyn's $10,000, her fake warrant, her script. His backpack held her handwritten notes, marked photos, traceable cash. Real police arrived at 3:15, laughing at Jack's costume. I handed over the evidence. Airtight case, the detective said. Neighbors watched Jack's arrest, Evelyn's lies collapsing. By 6 a.m., the FBI was at Evelyn's door. My cameras caught her burning papers, too late. She was arrested for conspiracy, impersonation, and stalking. The media exploded. HOA president's fake cop plot against veteran. The FBI found she'd targeted 2 other investigators from the fraud case, spending $50,000 on PIs and documenting her obsession in journals. At trial, her grieving mother act failed against the evidence. She screamed, "What about my son?" Mitchell took everything. The jury saw her hatred, not her grief. She got 12 years, 1 for each soldier. Jack got 6. Pine Hollow rebuilt. Clara led a transparent HOA with oversight. The case became an FBI training model, and I got letters from soldiers' families and veterans. 6 months later, Evelyn's prison letter arrived. You didn't kill Jake. I did, with my choices. I'm sorry. I didn't forgive her, but filed the letter with photos of those soldiers, letting go of her poison. 2 years later, Pine Hollow thrives, neighbors trust. Kids play. I fish in peace. Evelyn sought revenge. It gave her prison. I sought retirement. Defending it gave me purpose. But a final move from her cell might upend everything. What's the most shocking way someone's tried to make amends with you?